Warning! This Jyu-Oh-Sei review may and most definitely will contain spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled on a rather hidden gem of an anime, I suggest watching it first. Don't worry, it's only 11 episodes, so it won't take up much of the unbelievable amount of free time you have already.
You are now connected to Anime Connection. Reach your heart, deep inside the darkness. 誰も知らない遠くへその日
I honestly only decided to watch and review Jyu-Oh-Sei because of the opening theme song. I heard it while working on an AMV over the summer and I had to download it despite never watching the anime. Even while watching this opening though, I didn't know what I was jumping into, no idea what this anime was about. That right there was a good sign and it made me wonder, why isn't this anime more well known? The animation looks pretty, the environment looks interesting, and all of the character designs are cool. Why have I never heard of this? Well, after watching all 11 episodes of it, I now understand why it's not quite as well known as it could have been had it been made a little better. That's not to say I don't understand why I've never heard of this anime before this summer, despite it being out since 2006. The animation studio in charge of Jyu-Oh-Sei is Bones, and boy is their work list popular. They also animated Ouran, Wolf's Rain, both versions of Fullmetal Alchemist, Darker Than Black, Soul Eater, Eureka 7, and the list goes on. Well, what's our story? You jump right into a couple of boys, girls, kids. You jump right into a couple of youthful persons running through a jungle of sorts from a gang right behind them. Okay, weird place to start. You learn quickly though that this is a foreshadowing and you're taken back to a few hours or so, learning that this is set well in the future. These two are Thor and Rai, and they live on what you find out is a planet terraformed from Earth, or rather artificially created to be like Earth. Yeah. Really nailed it, you guys. They're learning about the real Earth when they decide to head home. Thor, well, I was going to say older twin, but they're quite literally identical except for their voices, so I can't really say that. Thor talks about how he's going to become a pilot when he's older and go to Earth one day. Seriously, how old are these kids? Sometimes they look like they're 10, sometimes they look like they're 17. I mean, what the hell? I'll start off by mentioning the emotion put into these characters. Not necessarily that this anime gives off a lot of emotion, I just happened to notice while I was watching that the characters' physical emotions were almost flawless for this level of animation. No character in this is overly animated or cartoony, there's a lot of human feeling put into it, which is something I like. Anyway, back to our story. Our two brothers head home when Thor automatically notices something is wrong. They walk inside to see their mother and father dead. They are subjected to sleep gas and kidnapped, dropped onto a foreign planet inhabited by carnivorous plants to fend for themselves. Yeah, this all happens within the first 5 minutes of the first goddamn episode. What the hell, anime? Upon waking from their pods, they come across a few different characters, like Zagi, the leader of a group of abandoned misfits on this foreign planet. Seriously, why does every male character in the show have such a female complexion? Whatever. There's also Third, who is personally my favorite. He's probably the closest this anime comes to a comedy relief, and it's hardly comedy as much as it is suave. Also Tiz. Yeah. Tiz. The universe that these characters live in is a little confusing to comprehend, and the goal of what our main characters, or character, wants isn't spelled out for us. Thor wants to go to Earth. Earth is hardly ever mentioned again. Thor wants to become Beast King. The Beast King is hardly ever mentioned until the last few episodes. The goal that this anime is trying to reach is just really scattered. If they just left all the universal aspects out of it, it'd probably be a better show. However, that's not to say it's not good, there's just either not a lot to it or it's too complex, depending on how you look at it. I will say though, a lot of the loose ends are tied at the end, which makes for a really great plot twist. Probably one of the more unexpected I've ever seen. I won't spoil the ending because, like I said multiple times, it's only 11 episodes and I think it's worth seeing what happens. So what grade does this hidden gem of an anime get? I grade it a 7 out of 10. It'll take some brain power, but once past the confusing parts, the anime is very much enjoyable.